Yo, what's up YouTube? Welcome to the channel. My name is David and today we are going to be talking about the Canon 1DX3. Canon has finally released the specs as of like a few hours ago, to be honest. So we made a video about the 1DX3 rumors back then when it first got announced, and we got a few specs that were rumored to be released. They released things like 4K, 60, 422, 10-bit and all this stuff, but we're finally going to get into the real specs, the real release confirmed specs of the Canon 1DX3. Let's talk about it. I don't want to hold you guys up too long, but if you haven't already, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. I'm sure you won't regret it. I make content about photo, video, advice, tutorials, entertain you guys with my own content and all that stuff. My name is David, by the way. Let's jump into it. So first things first, let's talk about the stuff that really gets people going. The original camera, the original announcement got a lot of hate and a lot of video. People were like, oh, it's not worth it because it doesn't have any 6K or anything. Well, joke's on you guys. The Canon 1DX3 has 5.5K RAW internal. So that is a DSLR camera shooting internal RAW with 5.5K. It's basically 6K, plus we're getting C-Log. And if that is way too much for you, you also get 4K 60, 422, 10-bit internal, along with, you know, everything else, all IPB at 4K and, you know, 1080 and all that great stuff. We get 120 FPS also, still, you know, one of the greatest features of the Canon 1DX2, because the 120 FPS on this camera is just so buttery smooth, creamy, and beautiful. And now we're gonna get C-Log with it too, so which is absolutely amazing. We're getting new and improved autofocus with 525 points of focus on the LCD screen from one end to the other, and that is absolutely amazing because as many autofocus points as you might think there aren't that many in a lot of cameras, so having the more autofocus points, the better. Let's hop back real quick on that resolution. So a lot of times people are like, the 4K is not gonna be good because it's cropped, but on the 1DX3 we're actually getting 4K up to 60 frames per second cropped and uncropped. So you get the option of choosing whether you want to crop your 4K or not crop your 4K, which is absolutely amazing because that full frame 4K is going to do a lot for people like real estate and, you know, confined spaces, and kind of give you guys the option to kind of crop in if you really want to get zoomed in without having to get too close or whatnot. So having that option is going to be insane. So thank you, Canon, for the option to choose cropped or uncropped. A huge feature for people that are looking to upload content as fast as possible is the built-in Wi-Fi. The 1DX2 is an amazing camera, but it didn't have built-in Wi-Fi compared to a lot of its predecessors and all of its, you know, underlings like the 5D4 and whatnot, the EOS R. Now, instead of having to spend an extra $500 to transfer images to your phone or your computer or any other device, it's actually built in. So that is going to help us so much. It's going to do so much for us, and I'm super excited that Canon has actually incorporated that, because now I'm going to be able to transfer stuff super quick, upload stuff super quick. If I wanted to upload content, if I'm super late on updating content, I can just take a shot, upload it to my phone, edit it on my phone, and upload it straight to Instagram or YouTube or Facebook or wherever I plan to put it for social media. So thank you, Canon, for that. Sadly though, the worst thing about the camera is that it still has 20.1 megapixels, and that is kind of sad because, you know, you'd think that it would upgrade a lot of megapixels, but I guess it's just Canon's way of keeping the files down in the memory cards, spacious, because, you know, this camera's made for sports photography. It shoots a lot of pictures. It's shooting at 20 stills per second now at this new 1DX3 rate, but to be able to kind of keep up with that, I guess they kept the megapixels at 20.1 so they can keep the same file sizes but kind of shoot faster, shoot more for people like the sports photographers and whatnot. So it's understandable, but at the same time it's kind of sad. I wish they could have bumped it to like 30 megapixels or something, but at the same time I understand. So it's okay, Canon, I guess. The new media that it's going to use, which is the CFExpress, which is a lot of cameras and companies are taking the turn into CFExpress. So CFExpress is going to be your new media option that's going to offer super fast reading and writing speeds, and a lot of raw shooting actually uses this. So the C500 started using this. Canon 1DX3 is beginning to use this. A lot of companies are really getting into the CFExpress world because it's kind of changing the game. It's like having one of those red cards, like the memory card for red, in a tiny little card, CFExpress card. And so if you purchase the 1DX3, they're going to give you a CFExpress card plus a card reader in a bundle when you buy the camera, because of course you're obviously going to need one, because a lot of people don't have any yet, so they haven't made a lot of them, so they're going to give you one. So I think that's a great deal. Lastly guys is the price. So My prediction was pretty much correct. I said it would be around 6,000, the original price of the 1DX2. So it's at 6,500, so 6,500 US dollars, which is a pretty good price for what you're actually getting out of this camera. And you know, it's kind of expected because the 1DX2 was just about that much. So the 1DX3 is actually set to a pretty fair price. So this is going to be insane for a lot of you. Now, it's insane for me. I'm super happy that Canon decided to add it in a DSLR because they did it on the 90D. So now I'm super happy they're going to do it for the 1DX3. And this is actually the turning point of why I'm definitely going to get this camera. I totally forgot about this, but Canon 1DX3 is going to have focus peaking, focus guide, and image stabilization built in. Insane, wild. That is definitely the turning point. That means 100% buying this camera, and you guys should too, because for 6,500 with all of these features, with IS built in a DSLR plus focus peaking and everything, you basically have the features of a mirrorless camera in the 1DX3, and I'm definitely purchasing this camera. Thank you guys for watching. Have an amazing day, morning, night, wherever you watch from. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, comment down below what features do you wish that a Canon 1DX3 had, or what is your favorite feature from what I just said. Like, what do you think you are going to be using the most, or what made you super interested in purchasing the 1DX3? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Have an amazing day. See ya.